broad. It doesn't have to be role specific, but you need to talk about the latest trends and innovation. So what are those latest trends? Yeah, and one of those things that you're going to find as part of your research is the types of devices that people are using. Yeah, so you need to do your research, and then you need to cite them to make it credible in terms of to prove that you've done the research, and also it comes from a source that we trust. So these are the things we need to be asking about our target audience, and if you relate it to that via persona spring, it's the right hand side, your target audience. Often when people are searching, I want to know, I want to go, I want to do, I want to buy moments. So sometimes it's easy just to think about what would we do? When do we actually search? When do we pull our phone out and do a search for something? Yeah. Sorry? Yeah, when the need arises. So when that need arises, people are searching. So what's the need of the target audience? And also, when we think about intent, it's either want to buy something, I want to go somewhere, so I'm in town, I want to go eat somewhere, there's a certain type of food I want, I don't know where the restaurant is, so I just use my phone and ask Google, or whatever it might be. I prefer search engine to ask me, to ask where's the nearest restaurant, or TripAdvisor. Yeah. So these are things that you'd be asking and thinking about. So these are the kind of the intent. What drives people to, explore, research, and then plan and work. At the end of the day, when we're searching, and let's skip that bit, but when we're searching, we're thinking about the fact that we want to be able to, from a client perspective, they might be looking for, a brand might be, or an organisation might be looking for an agency that they need to partner with because they don't have the skill set internally. So they want someone with CMS tools or platforms that they can utilise to be able to understand what the client wants. So the agency here is that if we, as an agency, offer a service, then we need to know what the client might be thinking. Oh, I've got a target audience that are online that I'm not talking to right now, that I'm not selling my services to. So I need to find an agency that has the skills to be able to maximize my website that I have. And that's why you had agencies go from creative agencies to full service agencies back in the 90s and 2000s. They're all kind of, so many now full service agencies that offer almost everything, even though they're probably farming out some of the work. Some of the biggest agencies still do that. And so, how do you become part of that ecosystem? But here, the agency understands the intent of the client, thereby persona. So, how can I make money from my website? The agency then creates content on their website, on blogs, use social media as a way to talk about the power of a CMS solution and what an e-commerce solution could do for potential clients. So by creating that type of content, any client who's thinking, we were on our digital journey, but COVID has proved to us that actually we need to spend much more on our digital marketing and improve our website and do all these things. How do we do it? We're going to find an agency to do that. Somebody gets tasked with, go and find me a roster, give me a roster of agencies that do X. What are they going to do? First thing that person is tasked with that work, what will they do? Come on, some of you work in companies, you're given a task by your manager to go and do some research. What do? You go to Google, and you ask a question. And then you can look at the results, and then you just go through some of those. You might know someone and ask them, who would you recommend? That's part of your filtering out process. So for this assignment, think about how Google is your best friend and is going to give you the answers that you need. So just keep on searching and use that as a way to get the information that you need. So, discussion for the next 15 minutes and we'll have a break. If we were going to use or identify Google keywords, right, then, and these are a list of different keyword tools, and I always talk about Uber Suggest because it's a really easy one to use, but you can use others. Most of you have got your laptops with you. So to the person to the right and the left of you, start talking about potential keywords that would best describe you. Right? So right now, you don't know, you don't have a long list. Many of you don't even have a long list of keywords right now. So how do you go about identifying your keywords? We talked about it this morning. So in groups, huddle, and ask yourselves and talk about potential keywords that describe what you do. And this will be a good point to actually make a note of some of those, because that's going to be used for your assignment. Yeah, so what you're doing now, for those of you, and that was like 90% of the room who haven't started their assignments, yeah, this is you starting your assignment. So, time starts now, next 15 minutes. Person to your left and right, if you're at the back, then you need to talk to the people in front of you. Start discussing about what you do. Last week, you were introducing yourself and the things that you wanted to do. This time, we're going to take it one step further and talk about potential keywords that describe what we do, and then you're going to use one of these tools. So whoever's got a laptop, open up Google Suggest, Google Keyword Planner, Moz Pro, or not Moz Pro, but Moz Keywords, as a way to use some of those phrases in. Alright guys, sorry, I can't hear the question. So